Alright guys, we are back with BTD6 again. Happy to be back again. So, due to a request, I am going to be doing medium difficulty of the Odyssey. I've turned my monkey knowledge off, just so that anyone who wants to can follow along. And it's only these 4 maps, so luckily we don't have to do Infernal, which was a massive pain for the hard mode. This map sucked, but luckily, medium mode, we only have to deal with Mesa and firing range, which are the pretty difficult ones. So let's have a look at the lineup, as I have not yet played on medium difficulty, so I don't know what is different about it. So I'm not going to use any powers, that's just as usual. Ooh, okay, so medium difficulty, you get the same 5th tiers as, well, the banana farm doesn't change, but you get the same 5th tiers as hard difficulty, but you also get the 1 upgrades alongside them, which is nice. Alright. So let's pick our hero first. Quincy was a pretty good pick. I would pick him again. Etienne's also a really good pick. Sorta is kinda new, so if you don't have her unlocked, she's also a very solid choice for close range maps. But yeah, I think we'll just go with, let's go with Oben this time. I didn't use Oben for the hard difficulty, but he's just as good as Quincy, don't you worry. Alright, so we didn't like our boomerangs from the first run, but we did like our tack shooters. Tack shooters were quite nice. The glue gunner was very handy to get that balloon solver. The boat was quite good. What else was pretty good? Wizards was very nice. The druid was quite nice. Having 2 of them would be good. Definitely get a village and some tack shooters. Is that what? No, that's not. The Spike Factory, that's it. Spike Factory. I think the Apache Prime might be useful. I don't use it often, but I think it might be quite handy in this case. And then we'll get a sniper, because we did miss out on that last time, and we can get a speed upgrade now, so that's pretty handy. We'll get 2 of them. Don't know what else. Boomerang Monkey's good for a Moab, like the first Moab you verse. That's quite handy, helpful. And then an Engineer Monkey would be good. Everything else seems pretty nice as well, so we'll get a Ninja to finish it off, and then what else? What should we get more of? We'll get another Ninja, we'll get another Engineer, because they both have really good range. And we might get another helicopter. Okay, I think this is going to be my setup. I'm just thinking, is there anything better we could use? Maybe the Dartling Gunner? Nah, it should be fine. Alright, let's get straight into this and see what we're up against, shall we? I'm going to be trying to do all the maps all in one video, so if it seems like a long video, that's why. So, starting off, it seems really quiet. That's better. So starting off, we've got Oben. He doesn't really care about obstacles in his way, so if you've got a glue gunner, he won't be able to see past that rock. As you can see, his vision sort of changes as you shift him around. Oben doesn't care at all. He can just see over it. So I'm going to place him right there, and he's going to lead us off. Okay, so if some of you might be confused as to why I'm doing this, but it was requested of me to do medium difficulty, and so anyone who's struggling with medium difficulty, I will happily provide a little guide for you. And I've turned off my monkey knowledge to make it a little bit more fair as well, so I did lose 2 lives there. That's nothing too intense. We've got plenty to spare. But if you're not a fan of losing lives, you can always place a tack shooter. I like to place mine right around here, just so it reaches. It's got quite a wide reach, and get faster shooting, and even faster shooting should be quite helpful early on, while Oben gets his level 3 ability, which is really handy. Alright, and then what should we aim for? We only need to go to around 70. But we want it to be nice and easy to get to. We don't want it to be overly complicated. So how can we make this nice and easy for ourselves? I think... What's really solid damage early on? I think a wizard monkey. Oh, but we need camo detection. So I think it would be better for us to use maybe a ninja instead. So we'll put the ninja down. Don't worry about this little kiwi. It's just a trophy store item because the company's called Ninja Kiwi, so you can get a little kiwi pet every time you place a ninja as a little homage. Alright, so if we go bottom path here, we'll see we can get flash bomb. And if we've got a ninja that has flash bomb, he can pop camo lead balloons very early on, and it's quite handy to have. If we get ninja discipline, he'll throw them much faster than normal. Alright, so I guess we're just saving up for the flash bombs for now, but Oben inherently can pop lead balloons, so he doesn't need a special upgrade to pop them. He can just pop them straight away, which is very handy. The only thing we're missing was camo balloon detection, which is why we've got our ninja. And then attack shooter's just here for a little bit of extra damage along the way. Alright. It might even be good to go for the hot shots now. If you're feeling like leads could be a problem in wave 28, then you can go for the flash bomb or the hot shots, depending on which you prefer. But not too bad so far. The pink balloons are showing up. They're the fastest balloon in the game, I believe. So you gotta watch out for them, but generally I think we'll be fine. We've almost got enough for this flash bomb. And that'll help us out greatly in dealing with groups of balloons, as well as just regular balloons in general. So let's get this flash bomb. Beautiful. And it just helps because it stuns the balloons and keeps them in place for a little bit. Alright, so then let's use... actually, we can open this up so that we can get some water. Get some water on the map, which I think will be good. We can start using our boats that we picked, or our boat, singular. Boats are really handy once you get the hot shots upgrade. And especially on medium difficulty, because you do get a cross path with it. So you can either choose to get a little bit further range, which is pretty nice, or you can get faster shooting, which applies to all weapons, including your grape shot and your hot shot. So don't worry if you think it only just applies to your darts, it doesn't. Alright. Faster shooting, I think, is the better option here, because he's already got a pretty good range. And then we'll probably aim for a cannon ship, just because it's really strong. Yeah. And then our ninja's got this covered for us, but it does look like our ninja might start struggling with camo balloons. So I think we're going to get a village next. Because if we set up our village, then everything else can see camo balloons as well. And it takes a lot of pressure off the ninja. Alright. So we've got 5 waves until first Moab shows up. I'm not sure how we're looking for damage, but I think we'll be alright. Alright, let's get the regrow blocker so that we can then get the radar scanner later. Seem to be earning money a lot faster now thanks to being the middle of the game, which is good. And then get the radar scanner. And then if we want, we can go for the bigger radius, or if we want a bit of a discount on monkeys that we place in the future around it, we'll go for the bottom path, but I'm just going to go for the top path, just so it's not too crazy with all the different things that we're doing. Alright, so make sure if you're using Oben like I am, to keep using his first ability, no matter what. Every time it comes up, just use it, because it's so handy to have out, and after 3 rounds it disappears. So you may as well use it as much as you can, otherwise they'll just fade away, or you won't use them and they'll never actually do anything. Alright, our first Moab, we managed to handle quite well. I think we'll get the Ring of Fire and get a bit more range on it. A bit more range on the Ring of Fire, which I think will do good. We'll put down a sniper. We'll try and put him out the way of everything else, but still in the range of the village. So like up here. You can tell he's still in the range by the little buffs on the top of his head. Very handy. Get the faster firing, get the larger caliber, and we'll set him on strong so that he's targeting not just whatever's easiest to take out. As you can see, he's helping us out, taking out a bunch of these zebras by himself. Very handy. We want to get this deadly precision so he can one-shot ceramics, which is quite nice. And with the faster firing, it makes him a bit more worth it than it was in hard mode. Alright, now we could go for main Moab, which would be incredibly powerful to use against Moab balloons. So I think we're going to use it. So we'll get main Moab. Actually, we won't get main Moab. We're going to focus on our glue gunner, because our glue gunner is going to be our main damage dealer, believe it or not. So we're going to go the top path for the glue gunner. And you can cross it with the middle or the bottom one. It doesn't make too much of a difference. But we're going to go for our top path glue gunner because the balloon solver, if you saw the hard difficulty video, was quite strong. Like, insanely strong. So that's why we continually kept using him. Just because of how crazy powerful he was. So we're going to keep doing that. And this Moab should go down a lot easier this time. Yep, very nice. That's what we like to see. Alright, so I'm just going to be waiting to afford the balloon solver, and I think we'll be able to survive until then. So I'll see you guys when we can buy it. Alright guys, we're back and we've almost able to afford the balloon solver. And there it is. So there you go. Now that you've got the balloon solver, you shouldn't really be in any danger. Just make sure you've got the balloon solver and he's able to detect camo balloons with a nearby village, and you shouldn't have too much problems at all. I mean, look how quickly it just shreds through this BFB and the Moabs underneath. So easily. Alright, so we're gonna get... Let's go with stickier glue because I feel like bigger gloves is a bit of a waste. And there's only 9 more rounds to go. But we do have to verse some pretty strong things, so we're gonna get our main Moab now. Just so that we can stop any harmful Moabs from getting anywhere anytime soon. Here's round 63. Easily solved with the balloon solver. And then we should cruise right on through to 70, because round 63, in my opinion, is probably the hardest round up until 70. So I'll see you guys at the finish line because I think you won't need much more than this. Alright guys, and just like I said, I mean, this is round 69, we're handling it very well. You shouldn't need much more than what we've got here to get yourself through, but you do have some spare cash left over, so you can get the Monkey Pirate's ability if you need to, or if you want, you can upgrade to Sticky Bomb to get more Moab damage. We might do that in some of the later levels, but there you go. That's the first map. Moving on to Carved. Now, Carved is also quite a generous map, so we should be all good to go. Alright, so we only have to go to round 60 on this, which is quite nice. So once again, start with Oben, because he's nice and cheap, and he's very effective. And then we can also put down attack shooter as well. I like to put one around here, just because it gets them at the start, and then as they return again. So we'll start off like that. And, oh, hold on. It is alternate balloons round. Is that a decent start for alternate balloons round? I think so. Okay. So we can still do this. So for alternate balloons round, there is one small issue with this start, and that is that there will be camo balloons, I believe, on round 3. Is it? I think it's round 3. So we need to be able to pop camo balloons on round 3 somehow. And I think the best way for us to do that... Is there camo balloons on round 3, or am I imagining that? I guess I imagined it. So, round 4 then, we can just place a nice little ninja here. And it should solve our problems with camo detection, because Oben can't see camo balloons and neither can this tack shooter. Must have been round 5. But our ninja can. So we can just do that, and then eventually Oben will get to level 3, and the brambles that he puts on the ground can also pop camo balloons, so that's okay. Now Oben himself can pop lead balloons immediately, so we don't have to worry about leads, but camo lead balloons are also a very big potential threat. So we'll start working on getting flash bomb, and that should solve that problem for good. Until we can get our village to get a little bit more damage. Alright, put down our nice little brambles patch there. Alright, and luckily we only have to go to 60 on this one, so we don't even have to get that much of a setup going. I mean, we don't have to prepare for 63 at all, so we don't need to worry about taking too many ceramics to the face, but we are looking pretty nice thus far. So there's that first lead, and Oben can obviously pop them, so that's what we leave him to do, and he does it quite well. There we go. You get the brambles and they can pop the camo balloons for you if you don't have your ninja out and ready. And overall, we're just chilling now. I mean, what more is there to say? This ninja's going to be amazing once we get him to flash bomb, and then we can focus on getting maybe a sniper up and running, just like last time. Be quite handy, or even the village first. I think getting the village first would be quite good after getting flash bomb, just so that more of our heroes and monkeys can see camo and detect camo. Ooh, I've just remembered I'm having a barbecue tomorrow. That'll be fun. I think, yeah, I'm having a barbecue at my place, which will be quite fun. I think we've got sausages, hot dogs, like beef patties. What else? I think my mum's buying some sort of kebab that we're gonna try, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. We'll get this ninja discipline, and there we go. That's about as far as we need to take the ninja for now. He can now pop camo lead balloons, so that's not a problem for us. We don't have to think about it. It's all good. Alright, so let's now get a monkey village if we can. It's gonna be pretty expensive, especially this early on in the game, but with alternate balloons around, you don't know what's coming next. So it's always good to have a backup plan, and the monkey village is the best backup plan because everything gets camo detection, and all you need to really do is focus on popping the leads. So if we put this guy around here, put the regrow blocker, and then we'll get the radar scanner when we can afford it, we should be all well and good. See, here's our first camo lead on round 24, so our ninja's got us covered here with his explosive bombs and being able to see camo balloons, but eventually we'll get the radar scanner so Oben can help out as well with his regular attacks, and whatever else we place in the radius can help out too. Alright. We seem to be doing pretty well so far. So far so good. Bunch of camo balloons coming this round, so be good to get our radar scanner in the middle of this round. There we go, so now Oben can help out as well, taking some of the pressure off the ninja. get a bigger radius going so that we can place more things. And let's start working on our tack shooter a little, because we did just kind of place him down and forget about him. Quite mean. So let's get the hot shots. Damn, they're really sending out the camo leads now. They're not messing around anymore. Let's get the hot shots and try and get the ring of fire at some point. Alright. In fact, you know what? Let's go for that ring of fire now. And I know the tack shooter's not in the range of the camo village, but that's alright, because the ring of fire can deal with all of the non-camo balloons as well. So it's still going to be helping out quite a lot. Alright, round 33. We've only got a few more rounds until our first Moab, and I think with the brambles that Oban puts down on the ground like that, the flash bomb, and with a very nice ring of fire, I think we'll be able to take it down. I think. But we'll see. We'll see. Ring of fire. Beautiful. Give it a bit more range, because it's pretty strong on its own. Ooh, those purple balloons are a bit of a worry. How can we deal with purple balloons? Let's see. We can deal with them with an engineer monkey. So let's put an engineer monkey down. Maybe around here. Get some sentries out. Give him some extra range so that he can spread them out a bit further. And we'll even get Sentry Expert. And apparently it deploys different turrets or different sentries depending on what you need at the moment. Which will be pretty nice. So there we go. A little bit of extra damage for us. And now we're going to work on our glue gunner. The masterpiece, the key to winning most of this Odyssey, if not all, is our glue gunner. There we go, we'll place him there. And we'll go top path, just like last time. Here's our first Moab. Now remember, it is alternate balloons round, so it is fortified. So we need to be prepared for that. And can we take it down? Ooh, just barely. That was pretty close. So we're going to need a little bit of extra damage. Balloon Solver will definitely help us out there. Or the Balloon Dissolver first, and then Liquefier, and then Solver. But overall, we're not looking too bad. So we're going to aim for this Balloon Liquefier, which will help us out, dealing 10 pops every second. So if that hits a Moab, 10 damage every second. That's pretty good. So there you go, regular Moabs don't stand a chance against us. And there it is, 10 pops every second. That's amazing. Alright, so let's get stickier glue. Put down a trap. Alright, so now we're saving up for our lovely balloon solver, which costs around 19,000. I wonder, should we do anything else before saving up for that? We'll just see how it goes. So, if we manage to save up for it in time, I'll jump ahead to then, and I won't do anything here. But if we encounter a problem, I'll stop and let you guys know. Alright, I haven't changed anything at all, and we seem to be managing, and we're very close to affording our favorite glue gunner, the balloon solver. There it is. You shouldn't have any more problems now. Even wave 60 shouldn't be an issue, but if you do feel like you need a little bit more firepower, you can always upgrade your ninja to sticky bomb. That's what I'll be doing, and then you should be fine to go straight for 60. So I'll see you guys at the finish line. Round 60. Here's the big guy himself. Can we beat him with the sticky bomb that we got upgraded to, and our balloon solver? Easily. Easily. Alright, so there you go. We're moving on to what is probably the hardest map right now. Mesa. So we'll see what we can do here. Alright, let's see what we can do here. We only have to get to round 62, so Ninja Kiwi clearly knows that wave 63 is a bit too much for Mesa. We are on easy difficulty though, which is nice because it means all our towers are a little bit cheaper. So we're going to start off with placing Oben around here, just so that he can reach both sides of the path at least a little bit. And then the next step is going to be a bit strange, but I think we might go for a spike factory next. Because spike factories on this map can actually be really handy. Because if you leave one on one side of the path, you can focus on protecting the other side a lot more. And of course you can pick and choose which path you want to protect. I feel like the top path's a bit harder, so I'm going to put spike factory up here. As you can see, it is losing some of the balloons, or Oben's already losing some of the balloons, so I think that was a good choice. And then we're going to put a bit more defense down on this bottom path here to help out Oben. So we'll put like a tack shooter there. And then, so Oben can now focus a little bit more over here, and the tack shooter can help us out with the bottom path, while the spike factory is helping us out with the top path. I get these two names confused so often. Like, I don't even know why. They're literally named two completely different things, but it's just because it's tacks and spikes. It just throws me off, so I'll say a spike shooter, or like a tack factory. You'll hear me say that at one point, I swear. Alright, but we seem to be alright. We're gonna get hot shots for lead. We do need camo detection sometime soon, but it's not alternate balloons round, so it's not high on the priorities list. Also, don't forget when it comes to the Mesa map, that these three things right here can be bought and removed. As you can see, remove for 500 for each of them. So keep that in mind when you're playing, in case you need, I don't know, maybe a better angle or better elevation, or maybe you just need to clear things out of the way so you can see properly with your towers. Also, sniper, just put him up here every time if you can help it, because he does get blocked off by these, but then you can remove them. So if I put a sniper way up the back here, get full metal jacket and faster firing, put him on strong, he'll be able to cover mostly this side very easily, and then later on we can remove these so that he can cover this side a bit better as well. But he's alright for now. Alright, let's get ourselves some camo detection, shall we? We'll put our ninja down right here, right in front of Oben. So we'll get that ninja discipline, go for those caltrops, and then we can think about maybe getting a village instead. Well, as well, I should say, not instead. Because we need a little bit of camo detection in the early game, but obviously the later it gets, we're going to need more camo detection, so a ninja by himself won't cut it. We're going to need that village. Honestly, I feel like the village is a very key tower that a lot of people sort of overlook, but when you've got the crazy amount of restrictions to your towers as we do in this game mode, you can't overlook support towers like the village. It's just too good. It gives everything that usually doesn't have camo detection, camo detection. And if you're giving something that can blow up everything except for camo balloons camo detection, then there's nothing stopping them anymore. Alright, so Oben can handle popping leads, and so can the tack shooter, which is really good. Now everybody can see camo within the radius here. We get a bigger radius to help it out a little bit more. Then what should we get next? I think larger caliber's a good idea at this point. So we're going to save up a little bit of extra money so that we can one-shot zebra balloons, which will be nice. So there you go. One-shot zebra balloons. They're no longer a threat, or at least not a big one. And I think we're going to remove this here, because it really gets in the way of our sniper. Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter. That's my bad. I did not realize that didn't matter all that much. So this, the reason it didn't work is because this is higher level ground than over here. So this, nothing's in the way, but this, a bunch of other things are in the way instead. So that was my bad. Remove this first and then put your sniper on top of it for most effective placement. Alright, so let's get this flash bomb going. That'll help us out a little bit. And it might be an idea to upgrade our spike factor a little bit here too. Just because it is suffering a little bit. Because that top row is quite strong on his own. So then let's go for maybe a wizard? No, not a wizard. A druid. Druid's a much better option on this map. So we're going to go for the top path because it's got the Druid of the Storm, where you can blow back balloons, which is a very handy upgrade to have. If you saw my hard video, you would have known how many times that saved my butt. So we're going to be using it again because the Mesa is a very tricky map. We're going to get a little bit more range as well, just so we can reach a bit further. That'll be a good idea, I think. Alright, first Moab. How do we do? Can we beat it? Oh, it is a struggle. Ooh, we might not be able to. Okay, so we'll try this again. And we'll get a little bit of a better upgrade, shall we? What can we get to beat this Moab? What about another sniper? We get another sniper, we put him up here with our hot shots guy. That way you can see camo. We'll get full metal, faster firing, put him on strong as well, and hopefully this will take down our Moab problem. If not, we can try something else. Okay, I think this sniper's dealing most of the damage here. But here we go. We do pop it a lot earlier, and there you go. The Druid managed to blow back most of the ceramics so that we could survive and keep on going. Alright, but that is worrying. We don't have a lot of Moab damage, so I think we're going to go for Sticky Bomb, because it specifically targets Moabs with its bombs. So it should help us out quite a lot in Moab damage overall. So let's use that. Ooh, okay. So those were quite a big group of balloons there that just seemed to sail through, which is a bit awkward. So let's go for a ring of fire to try and prevent that, at least on the bottom path, with a bit of range. And then we can do the same up here, because it's also in the range of the village. To try and alleviate the pressure that's put on both paths. And luckily for us, because of the way the BTD6 rounds are structured, we won't be seeing another Moab come up until round 50, so we've got a little bit of preparation time to deal just a little bit more damage. So there we go. We've got 2 Ring of Fires to help us out there. And we can even put down a Boomerang Monkey if we really wanted to, but that's not necessary. But I do think putting a Wizard down here would help out, because I still feel like this bottom path is the weakest so far. Or this top path, sorry. Top path. Alright, so then we'll get Dragon's Breath, and that should really help out that top path. That is very strong upgrade. And we'll get Intense intense magic alongside it. Alright, so let's actually place down a helicopter. We haven't used a helicopter yet, so let's get him. Give him faster darts, razor rotors. Oh, and I should probably have specified this from the start, but every single tower that we've chosen usually has a single path that has a 5th tier upgrade. And we're always going to be going down that path. There's never an opportunity where we're going to go down the single one upgrade paths by themselves. We're going to leave that alone and always go for the 2 because it's always stronger. Alright, so with Oben's second ability you can place it down. If it lands on the bottom path and you've got the top path covered really well, that's perfect, that's what you want. If not, keep using his ability until it gets somewhere that you think is ideal. Always aim to have Oben's second ability placed on a weak path, because if it's on the strong path then it won't get any use, but if it's on the weak path it could save you quite a bit. Alright, let's get this other sniper up to deadly precision as well. I think that'll help us out quite heavily. And what else can we get? We could always get another druid. I feel like 2 druids is always good. So if we put another one back here, we give him reach so that he can see this part. And then we can give him another druid of the storm, just to see if we can't blow back any balloons that try and sneak through. But as we stand right now, I think we're looking pretty good. Only thing I would think we need is a main Moab. If we can get main Moab, then round 60 is going to be easy. But I guess we'll see. There we go. Okay. So round 60 shouldn't be too difficult, because we can keep the BFB locked in place. As you can see, he's just down there, and there he goes. It's just that quick. Nice, quick and easy. And there's only 2 more rounds to go. I can't believe I've talked this entire time. I'm so sorry. But Mesa is a pretty tricky map, so it might help some of you guys to have a full sort of step-by-step guide through it, instead of just me saying, oh okay, we should be alright, end of the map, you know? So hopefully that helps you out. Spiked balls. Just having 2 spike factories in general is quite nice, just so you can protect the back of both of the Mesa exits. Alright, now moving on to the final map. This one can be quite tricky if you don't know how to properly position or start off your game. So, this is tricky because if we try and place Oben like down here, he can barely see that bottom path here, which is terrible, and you can't place him on a bench because he's too fat. If you want to place him down here, that's a little bit too close to the end, and he doesn't get this side covered. So, this costs 1,000 to remove, which is pretty crazy. So we're going to start off with a tack shooter first. There. We'll see about upgrading him. I'm not sure if we need to upgrade him yet, but we're going to start off like this. Because the tack shooter can be placed on these little benches here, because it's small enough. And then we can try our best to afford to remove this, and then place Oben afterwards. And then hopefully that'll be enough to get the ball rolling, because this map is really tricky because of all the different difficult placement options of where you can put your heroes and your towers and things like that. It doesn't matter if we lose 1 or 2 lives here. But once you get this tower out of the way, it's so much easier on you. Like, it's unbelievably so much easier. So if we're going to get this out the way now, yeah, we'll lose a few lives here to the blues and the reds that sneak through, but we'll be able to get an upgrade that'll help us out. Faster shooting. There. So now he should be able to defend a little bit better. We'll lose a few more, but this should be the end of the lost lives. if we can help it. There we go. So it's looking like we won't be losing many more lives, if any at all. And then we can start placing our other towers. Hopefully open. Oh, never mind. We got a few stragglers, but overall we're not going to be losing too many more. And if you've got monkey knowledge and you've got the mana shield, that helps out so much. You don't have to do this without monkey knowledge, by the way. I feel like I do have to mention that because some people will bring it up, that monkey knowledge is the only way to win Odysseys, but it's really not. You can get through it without it, it just helps out very much. So there we go, we've got Oban, and he's going to be leveling up on his own, so we should be all good to go now. It's round 10, we've lost a few lives admittedly, and maybe a couple of upgrades could have saved a few lives, but it wouldn't have gotten rid of that tower as fast as we did. And getting rid of it is just a huge weight off our backs, because now we can focus on damaging the balloons. So we're going to put down a boat next. The tack shooter was very good early on, but we're going to get the boat now for a little bit more damage in the later levels. And then this is the last map, so once you get through this, you're good to go. Alright, so let's get Grape Shot, which is going to help us out a lot. The more projectiles the better. Adds 4 more grapes to shoot outside the boat's normal area. And then we can get faster shooting on top of that to help out even further. Alright. Ah, I do love me some BTD6. It's a good stress relief game for me. Like, I know some people find this stressful and having to think of different strategies and things like that, but I really enjoy this type of game and thinking like that. So it's a bit more of a stress relief rather than a stress maker for me. Just chilling, popping some balloons, trying to figure out certain strategies to make it work even better. It's just nice. It's just nice. So we're going to put Druid near Oban. I'd say maybe here. We're going to try and leave some room for a mage, or a wizard, sorry. Going to give it Druid Reach, or Druidic Reach. Hey, there's enough space for a wizard there, that's nice. So then we get Heart of Thunder. Now the reason I'm putting the Druid here is so that Druid of the Storm can go straight up the middle of the map, which I think will be really good. Also, that first camo balloon just made me realise we don't have much camo detection at all. So, instead of getting Druid of the Storm right away, we're going to instead get a village. A village that'll help us out with camo detection first, and then we can focus on the Druid of the Storm. It's all about prioritizing. So let's put our village around here. We can even back it up a bit. As you can see, Oban's still in range of it up until there, so we'll just put it here, roughly. There we go. And then we can go for our radar scanner. And we shouldn't have to worry too much about camo balloons then, which will be good. Not too far off being able to afford it. And in the meantime, hopefully we can survive off of the brambles that Oban can put down. And there we go. Oh, just in time. Would you look at that? Just in the nick of time for the next camo round on 33. That's beautiful timing right there. See, it's a good thing we didn't buy this upgrade. Alright, so we're going for Druid of the Storm. Then we'll place down a Wizard Monkey. And then maybe even finish off with a Sniper Monkey. But we'll see, we'll see. Druid of the Storm first, just to make sure there's no surprises. And we can keep everything pushed back if we need to. So there we go. throw a few storms in there. Now, I think we're going to go for a sniper rifle next. Or a sniper monkey. Put him on strong, full metal jacket, faster firing, larger caliber. You know which upgrades we go for by now. We love this path. Deals a lot of damage, especially to Moab balloons if you set him on strong. Even these camo balloons don't stand too much of a chance now that he's placed near the village. And there we go. Alright, we're cruising. Cruising quite well at the moment. Definitely making some good progress. Oh, hold on. Alright, let's see how we do against a Moab. Can we get deadly precision in time? I don't know if we can. We cannot, that's alright. I'm sure we'll do well against this Moab. Oh, and there you go. Ceramics got launched across the map. And now we have deadly precision to help us out as well. There's really not a lot more that we need to do in terms of actually winning on this, because Wall of Fire is very strong. Dragon's Breath, if you can get it, is also very strong. So I would recommend getting these two upgrades. And then paired with the sniper rifle, if you can get to main Moab, then you've got an amazing defense on your side. So we're going to go for that main Moab next. And then quite possibly we could still upgrade maybe our boat. Or place another sniper, maybe? Just maybe? We'll see. Alright. Around 45, we're more than halfway through now. Things should be easing up a little bit, just because after the first Moab, you get a lot of time to prepare for the second one. And there you go, there's our main Moab. Help us out even more. And we'll even upgrade our tack shooter a little bit more. Just because he saved us in the first few rounds, he deserves a bit more respect than to just be left alone. Alright. And with this one, we didn't even place a ninja. Our early camo detection was open, which seems quite strange. We'll get this lovely ring of fire going, nice toasty and warm. Put another one over this side, balance things out a bit. And then, to be honest, I'm not sure how much more we need. Like, don't get me wrong, BFBs are still going to be tough. But we've got main Moab to keep them locked in place. So it shouldn't be too bad. I guess just in case, we can work on some spike factories on either side of the exits. Just in case things go wrong. So we'll try and get faster production for each of them. And then we'll try and go for the spiked balls, which are very handy and quite strong. Anything beyond that is a little bit too expensive for us, but nevertheless, if you can get it, you might as well. So, big stacks, white hot spikes. Alright, so we just need 2,300 to beat both of them. And there we go, Oben's level 10, so he's got his Wall of Trees ability, which will help us out even more. Put that down, and then balloons will run into it and get trapped. There's the spiked balls over there. And we've almost got them over here as well. Wow, we're getting quite a lot of cash. This is nice. There you go. And then we can even throw down a heli pilot just to finish things off. Another tower that can fly around the entire map and constantly deal damage. Very handy, but also very expensive. That's alright though. Quad darts get the pursuit, so we don't have to tell it where to go. Alright, and I think we're pretty much game, set, and match for this. Because there's not much more that we need to do, if I'm honest. We get the Razor rotors, but look at that. We're not having any problems at all. No problems. especially not with any camo leads. They're the least of our concerns. Right, round 60. And there you go. So our main Moab sniper is just going to lock him in place and make sure he doesn't go anywhere without his passport. Ooh, but we've got round 63 to come up soon. So we'll see how we do for that. That'll probably be pretty tricky. Let's get the Summon Phoenix ability for our lovely wizard here. And then we'll see what happens round 63. Because round 63 can be quite tricky. So we'll see how it goes. How's it looking? Oh, nice and easy. Those ring of fires on the end, very nice. Easily making this a breeze for us. I mean, look at it go. Just shreds so nicely. Alright. And that was probably, that 63 was probably one of the hardest rounds of this map. So I think we've got it covered between now and round 70. And just remember to keep spamming your Brambles ability. Honestly, doesn't matter too much if you're timing that properly. There's really no timing necessary with it. And the wall of trees as well. If it does get taken down, just make sure to put it back up. That's it. That's all you need. Alright, so I'll see you guys at round 70 because, as you can see, we've got this covered. Alright, here's round 70, guys. You've got your Brambles, you've got your wall of trees, and your Phoenix that we picked up later on to help you out with this. So don't be afraid to use them, especially on the last round. We haven't needed to so far, and we don't need to for this round, but just in case, you can always use them. And there you go. So, as per requested, that was the medium fired up Odyssey. Didn't take us too long, and we got it through it with all these towers. So I hope that helps out. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, guys.